Hi, it's the girl out there right here with you with
Dear Diary.
who's all like tanned and shimmery.
You know what? 1 week vacation in the hot sunshine, was just what I needed.
Yeah.
Nailed vacation this year.
Yeah,
I
you
got
did.
the heat wave, was on the water. It was perfect.
Yeah, you do look all glimmery. I was having my aha moment where I got to go on your boat and then I was like, "Wait a minute. My best friend has a boat."
Which essentially means we both have a boat.
I have a boat. It was a really exciting moment for me where I was like, whoa, you're an adult, which means I'm an adult. And
Well, it wasn't my idea. My husband's loves boats, and yeah, so now he was all for it, and I was like, yeah, sure, if it makes you happy, let's do it. So it's not a yacht, but it is a real boat, as you said.
yeah, it feels like a real boat. And I when you had said last November, whatever, that you guys had gotten this boat, and I was saying like we need captain hats or whatever, not captain. I don't even know what we call them, but I don't know the boat terms.
First mate.
First mate. But then, you kind of forget, as your husband was saying, like he has not forgotten all winter staring at the boat, just waiting to get it in the water. Mm-hmm. But so the amount of time from the parking lot until I met you guys at the dock, there were probably 10 fights with my children. like big fights. Like it was hot, so hot. Yeah. And like we had just whatever, we'd gotten lunch, then we were getting to there, then we were trying to parking was wrong, all the things. What dock? Mom, you're at the wrong dock.
No stars were aligning.
Nothing was aligning. And then like I see your face, and I hadn't seen you, and I was going through Dear Diary withdrawal, like whatever. Right. You pull up, I get on the boat. I was like, oh my God, like the wind hit my face. And it was like the moment that happened, I was like, I suddenly know what it's like to be a boat person. This is amazing.
I think it might be kind of one of those addictive things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Because when my husband said we were going boat camping, I said, huh? What? I mean, we don't just go out for a little day. Okay. And he's like, listen, I know camping's not your thing, but we're going to a place that's so beautiful that you need to be there. And if you hate it, I'll never make you go again. I woke up on what was supposed to be our last day there, and I said, I can't leave. Can we please stay another day? Like it really was that exceptional. Like it was a magical place with waterfalls and seals and peace and heat and water, and it was everything just aligned in that moment.
And no Wi-Fi.
No service at all. No service. Bring your own water. There was a little porta potty. Was grateful for. We didn't think that was going to be there. So my husband had bought this like weird kickstand toilet seat so that I didn't have to just squat. So I would actually have something to sit on. Because I've never pooped it in a squat position. Like, like with no, I was like, oh, I mean, you gotta go, you'll figure it out. But I was quite appreciative of that gesture. I was like, yeah, okay, I think that's going to be helpful. And, fortunately, we didn't even have to use that. So although porta potties aren't anything to write home about, but knowing you don't have to cover up your own feces afterwards, throw the lid down, that was a huge surprise, a lovely surprise. Yeah, it was.
It's the one thing people always say, like, can Cindy handle camping? And like they're always like, oh, don't tell Cindy we're going like to a campsite or whatever. But I've actually squatted and covered, like I've
Yeah.
dug my own hole and
Yeah.
pooped.
Okay.
And I have dug my own hole and
You
pooped.
have, yeah, worldly.
And I feel like I was saying that to you the other day. I actually like that better than going to a campground with the dirty, dirty, like
Washrooms,
washrooms that
shower, like
stink
steamy,
and the
showery, yucky.
shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's so close together, and your campsite is like right on top of somebody else's campsite. And then you hear like the truck a rocking because you know that you
Yeah, there's no
know,
soundproofing those campsites.
no, you're
Yeah.
like at so to be fully in nature, I don't know, that does sound
Yeah.
way more appealing. And
It,
if you have people like your husband,
yeah, who know how to prepare for that kind of trip.
yes.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
So it looked gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. And, it just all, it, the whole week before, you're prepping and it feels like, why are we even doing this? Because I feel like we are working two jobs just
Yep.
prepping for this trip, but now it was worth it. I can fully attest to the fact that it was worth it.
I love it. So proud of you. Even when you like arrived back to your other cabin and then you were saying, I have not seen my reflection in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty amazing.
You don't know how gross you look if you can't see yourself. Although
You
let's
still
say
didn't look
one
gross.
thing. Yeah, I did. But I didn't care. But my husband said to me in the middle of the trip, he's like, I feel like I'm doomed no matter what I do here. If I say this or I don't say this, so I'm just gonna say it. He's like, you have a giant heater on your chin that needs attention. And I was like, oh, I did feel it coming. Like it's definitely a bit sore on my chin. I was like, but there's nothing I can do about it until it's ready to pop. He's like, it's ready to pop. And I was like, oh, okay, damn it. You are my reflection. So I was happy he told me, because that does gross me out to watch somebody with really poppable shit on their face. So other than that moment, it was perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
Also, it could be because I was recently attuned to my level 2 Reiki by yours
Yes.
truly,
Yes.
the other magical thing in my life, you. So that I could also be in my 21-day clearing, which also may have assisted in the magnificence.
Yeah.
Has been last week. Yeah.
Yes, we should talk. I mean, that's so exciting. It's sudden. To talk about Reiki, well, like we do, but so you did Reiki level 1. You'd done that before, but then you came back to do level 2. And I was called when I was doing forecasts this month that like I needed to do level 2, and no matter what, I was to do level 2, like I had to do it, and that you needed to get it. Like you just had to get it. Yeah. So you and another friend of ours were going to get this level 2 training, and it was a beautiful day. I really loved it. Just because it was casual, and my children were actually at the house, which was a bit stressful for me. But as you had said, it makes it the reality of life, right? Like we are doing energy, and we're learning energy, and that's the actual balance of spirituality and real life. We are going to be doing energy while children, like when I do sessions for people, my children are always in the other room. So that's just how I do energy. But there's a 21-day clearing after every level of attunement. And what I always say to people, because really Reiki becomes part of your whole life, right? And for some people, it can be this like overwhelming sense of calm, and this overwhelming sense of just like you just become really aligned. And for other people, you can go into this in balance for that 21 days, where you can get kind of angry and you can cry and you can feel nauseous. You just don't know, but it's just your body kind of centering.
Yeah.
So you can speak more to it, but
yeah. And you always warn me each time that may happen. And I'm always like, okay, bracing for it. I got it. But both times I have had not non-dramatic reactions to my clearing. And that's just kind of me in general, in a nutshell, pretty non-dramatic in most things in life. But I do feel like there's that bit of bliss there. That's what I feel. So yeah, I think that's it. You just feel this like, oh my gosh, I have a superpower. Like it's a high, like it's this superpower high. And I stayed for a bit after the course with you. We were getting the essence stuff ready, and I couldn't believe the power I could feel in my hands. Like I don't, power is maybe not the right word, but I was just giving Reiki to my essences before they went off to clients. And I was like, holy crap, like these, my hands are supercharged. Like I couldn't believe the difference. And I have been addicted to giving Reiki ever since then. Like at least 4 nights a week, I've got somebody who I want to share with. Like, can I practice on you? Can I practice on you? Like, it just feels so good. It really is a dramatic difference from level 1.
And what you're doing is distance, right?
I am practicing distance. Yeah, I love that. I love the space that it gives people to be in their own element, and for me to be in my own element. And it just in a shorter period of time, because I find it hard to arrange for an hour to sit with somebody in my home. That's difficult for the better. I can't finish this sentence. It's just more difficult to have a quiet space in your house, to have somebody in it. Anyway, so to be able to just sit in my bed, say, hey, do you want Reiki at the end of my day? 9:30. Nobody's ever said no. And then I'm just good. Like I feel good. Great. That person's probably going to have a nice little sleep, and they feel it, right? Like it's that's so rewarding to know that you've provided somebody some relief in 20 minutes, and not me. I know I'm the conduit, but just being part of it is energizing.
Well, and it does, like, because that's always the question, like, are you drained, right? At the end of that. And I don't want to answer that for you, but I don't feel drained at the end of it. And it's a beautiful space to be a part of.
Yeah. If anything, it's almost hard to go to sleep afterwards, because you're excited about what you've just done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, so I just, really, really been enjoying it.
And I know that's what I think is the most incredible thing is, I know for the other person who is with us, she's sending it to London, you're sending it off to New Zealand, like, and this is what I always explain to people, that level 1 is just a foundation, and not just, I shouldn't say that, but it's this space where, and that's what I think the tricky thing is, what I always try to think about, because people will say like, I don't know, but once you get into level 2, you really do begin to see how this can really be magnified in your life.
Yeah.
And it's so neat, because it does, everyone can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Yeah, no, you don't have to have a gift.
No. It just opens, right?
Again, yes, you have to be attuned, you have to be given that gift, but
yes. Yeah, I know.
It's super exhilarating.
Yes. And what are people saying? Like, are they just
well, if everybody I've worked on so far has felt something, some people, like the kind of the least reactive is, I feel incredibly relaxed.
Yes.
That's sort of but then I've had people say that you released a dam in my head, and it felt amazing. I've had somebody else say they felt waves, like not water waves, but just like waves of energy is what I'm assuming they're feeling, like across their body as I'm giving it. I have been practicing on a friend of mine who recently broke some bones, and he said it was the first time he'd felt comfortable in his cast since it had gone on afterwards. And so just like that, I mean, that's the ego, right? You're like, yes, I want to know that you feel good, but I don't care. At least I'm sharing good.
Yes.
So yeah, my mom's like, my left toe wiggled. I was like, great. So what I feel and what they feel might be completely different, but I've definitely, said like, oh, I spend a lot of time on your right hip and your left knee. And they're like, oh yeah, those are the joints that really bother me. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like you feel a little bit like a magician.
Yeah. I know. See, you need your magic hat now.
Oh yeah. Totally need my magic hat.
We're just gonna need to get like a whole set of people. I'm like, congratulations, you got level 2, and here's your magic hat.
And they can get bigger.
Yeah.
Like a Reiki crown, the magic hat.
It's your magic hat.
Yeah, it's been pretty great. It's been great. So what have you been up to? How's your summer been going?
It's really just a lot of the same.
Yeah. Have you doing any dating or no?
Have I been doing any dating? No.
Okay.
I decided, you know what, the greatest thing I'm doing is I'm not gonna date.
Mm.
So I have decided, I'm putting out to the universe that I am not gonna date. And then he will arrive.
Mm-hmm.
So
Organically.
he'll just
Without effort.
organically, we're just gonna plant. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. Like maybe I'll plant a seed
Okay. Yeah.
in a garden.
Yeah.
And we'll just nurture that idea.
Okay.
And then he'll flourish, and then that'll be who he's gonna be. I actually feel like that he's closer than he's ever been because I'm not paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yes, so that is and I don't know if I actually did tell you the ending story of the dog bite guy.
The dog that bit your hand at the coffee?
The dog bite guy. Yeah, remember when I ended it with the dog bite guy?
Right. Yes.
And then I had to get my ring back because this is
sorry, the dog bit you after you broke up with him. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
so
remember when I ended it that day and then I got bit by the dog?
Your post-breakup injury.
Post-breakup injury.
Most recent post-breakup injury.
Yes.
Okay.
And so then I had to get my ring back because he had my ring.
Mm-hmm.
And did I tell you the story of this?
No, you didn't.
So I think this is when you were away. So I had left my ring at his house, and I want this is a special ring. I wanted it back.
Yeah.
And so I'd written a note just saying, I want my ring back. Please, could you mail it to my house? Like, we're going to end on good terms. Could you just mail this back? And he said, yes, no problem. And so 2 or 3 weeks had passed and he did not. I didn't get it in the mail. And so I just said, hi, just checking about my ring because it's important. So then he had written like, I'm really worried because I think it's an important ring. So I don't want to put it in the mail.
Because it might get lost in the mail. Is that what?
Yeah, like I'm basically like probably too lazy to even put it in the mail.
Right. That was the FU. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, well then I guess I will come to get it. I will drive across town to pick up my ring. I will let you know the next time I'm going to take that 45-minute drive to get over there and I will pick it up. And so I said, you'll have to just put it in an envelope somewhere so that I, because he works at home.
Oh, right.
So
you wanted to avoid
so I was like,
interaction.
So I was like, the day came and I said, okay, I will be on that side of town on this day, around 12 or 1 o'clock, is it possible you could put it outside in an envelope? And so he said, sure, no problem. So he said, so now his front windows are right there for you to see, and his desk is right there. That's where he works.
Right.
So I had said, okay, great. So he said, I'll put it in an envelope in the first planter on the right, like the first planter at the top of the stairs. So I said, okay, great. So me drive over there. I had an appointment on that side anyway. So I drive over there, park at the bottom where his house is. I'm sitting there at outside his house. I do the thing with my fingers. I'm like, okay, top of stairs. I'm going to bolt up to the top of the stairs. First planter on the right. I imagine in my head, like, so that I do not stay up there for any amount of time longer than I need to. I am going to run up. It is the first planter on the right. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this so fast. Because I see his car, it's on the street. So I know he's in there.
He's there. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, run up the stairs. Boom, open the dog gate. Go in. First planter on the right. I see it. There's no envelope. There is no envelope. So I'm like, okay. So I lift the large planter up. Now I am literally dancing on his patio in front of the window. Like I know his desk is right there. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, first planter on the right.
Oh my God.
I'm going to move the planter out.
Maybe it fell.
Still no envelope. So I'm looking around. I can hear the dog inside barking. I'm like, yeah, okay. So
don't make him open the door.
I can shove the planter back. I'm like, okay, first planter on the right. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I'm counting them again. I'm like, okay. I didn't come up with my phone because I was going to bolt up here and be gone. So I'm like, okay, no, 1, 2, 3. Not there. Is it on the ground? There is there. So then I'm like, oh my God. So then I'm like, okay. Oh wait, there's planters hanging over his deck. Maybe it's on one of those. So then I'm looking through here and scrounging. I'm like, oh my God, there's no envelope. I am literally dancing all the way around. Oh so then I'm like, I am the idiot ex just dancing like a tool on his patio.
Dancing because you're trying to move fast?
I'm trying to move fast.
Kind of bouncing?
So okay. I feel like if I bounce, it'll feel like I don't want to be there. So he can just see that I'm just like.
The body language is that I need to get out of here fast. I can't find it because you gave me bad instructions.
So then I look and then I'm like, oh, first planter at the top of the stairs. There's actually one like dangling off that so you don't even have to come into the patio with a large envelope. Saying Cindy. I'm like, oh my God. So I casually look in the window. He's just staring. I duck down. I'm like, okay, yeah, see it. I'm out.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
what single guy has that many planters?
How does he have so many plants?
Who is he? Oh,
so embarrassing.
Oh, that is a bit tragic.
Super awkward. I'm like, yeah, got it.
Got it. Oh, the big one with the Cindy. Well, there you go. Now you never have to see that again.
Oh, never gonna do that again.
Except for the next time you decide to date online, and there he is again.
Yeah, there he is.
Well, I'm glad you got your ring.
So I got my ring.
Yes. Give up on that. It is a lovely ring.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, no more dating, and just gonna working.
Bake in the heat wave.
And yes, do that, and that's about it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. We went from one extreme to the next.
No, now it's pouring out.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so my dog just growled beside me. Not my dog, my sister's dog. Yeah, so I have an exciting announcement that's going to come out in about a week and a half.
Oh,
And I know, so that's really exciting. So I can't quite announce it yet, but it is
okay.
arriving.
Oh my
That
gosh, you have never held a secret this long in your life. Are you
I
kidding?
know it's really hard. But it's
Okay.
coming with Jessica Serrato.
Oh,
I know.
I,
I'm excited
every
about that.
time you guys get together,
I
it's
know.
magic.
I know. So that's coming. And so that's gonna be fully announced in about a week.
Excellent.
And I bet you know what it is. And
Maybe.
maybe.
I have an idea. Because I am your diary.
Dear diary.
But for the rest of the world, get excited.
Yeah.
Get excited.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah. Well, you should probably go start enjoying some of your summer.
I know. We gotta go and do that. You gotta go Reiki some people.
Yeah, exactly. Might be
I
my
know.
dog tonight. She's been a little
Oh,
off.
yeah, dogs love it. Do that.
Mhm. I'll do that.
Well, thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for the chat.
Good little chat. And yeah, keep glowing.
You too.
Love you.
Love you.